Let's get to it then.
We're getting to it.
Where last we left the last hopes of the Libre Val, our six adventurers, accompanied by the spy master, Anton, were pressured to leave Amonclair Mine after the discovery of their location by a member of the Sanguarian, the Countess of Westreed. After traveling from Amonclair into the immediate countryside of Orain, the party experienced a myriad of strange magical forces and witnessed its source, a rift in the sky that seemed to bleed a gray void that flaked off into dusky crimson at its edges. Seeking its source, the party made their way to the Chapel of Writs, finding it devoid of the celestial guards rumored to protect its lower levels, and discovering intricate artwork, magical connections, and possibly a way forward to solve this problem. While attempting to disrupt one of these magical connections to a dais in the center of the entryway, Aurora inadvertently triggered a whiplash of necromantic magic, maybe? That unfortunately struck the party's immediate ally. And that is precisely where we left you guys.
Okay. Can I start out?
Yes.
Arcana check on what the heck just happened.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll them bones. Okay. 18? That was likely an intentional consequence, I'll say. You're able to determine that given the lack of other guards and given the complexity and seeming age of this writing, that is a measure to protect something very, very likely important in some regard, in some manner. As
I
for
turned to Aurora with a dire look in my eyes. I wouldn't do that again. For your own sake.
Meh.
Aurora's like,
people like pain.
Aurora's like, I didn't get hurt. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry, when I said 1 second, I meant please continue. I had to take a phone call and I had to step away real quick.
I apologize.
Understandable. Yeah, it's all good. That's entirely valid reaction. You see something that goes off that you're fairly certain is a bad thing, you want to stop that. I'm not going to fault you for doing something in character.
Marcus right now is just intent on seeing this path that Virgil managed to divine.
Well, Virgil, before you bring your hammer down, as you look onto these as you look onto the wall, there is a separate. There's a gap between the two murals that probably is wide enough to fit a single person. And you see that there are 4 blocks that are very intricately carved, and the top right of this arrangement of 4 is currently lit. Like, it is illuminating light.
Would I be able to try to piece together if maybe the dispelment of that one magical line caused this? Like, what would I be able to...
You'll probably need an Arcana check.
Okay. Uh, 12.
There was a definite correlation there. Whether or not that's the only way to get that, or what have you, that's a little more up in the air and above your personal experience.
Hold on. And Virgil will kind of turn around to the group. The dispelment of that entire magical ley line. Notice that one of the E's is lighting up. If we can try to trace our way through, maybe dispel the other 3, or find their sources, we should be able to actually cause this to open up. And I won't need to... And it kind of heaves the hammer up a little bit. Brute force our way through.
Then perhaps
I would
exploring...
not dispel that again.
I think it was implied that we would see about the correct way to solve it. It seems like Aurora's actions are a different way for... kind of a different way to consider someone taking a hammer to this situation.
Fair enough. Here. Can any of you still see that magical ley line, and if so, can you trace it?
I cannot, but I am willing to explore the more traditional way for now.
Of course.
Splash would like to move north if possible.
Okay. You encounter a stone doorway that is shut.
Does it seem like there is any indication of like a handle or a knob or something?
There is a hold probably just above waist height. There's a little indent carved in. It's recognizable as a handle.
Question.
Yes.
Are these little things just different complete rooms that we could go into? They dead ends.
Possibly.
Alright, what do I see here?
As you open up this chamber, though it does not show on map, you notice a number of carvings, like indents carved into the wall, where a number of weapons, swords of a strange black metal that are intricately carved with runes. I'll go ahead and give you an Arcana check. Arcana or General Intelligence?
Is there any way I can aid?
I'm back. I apologize. I had to help Punk.
Yeah, understandable.
I would appreciate the help with my -1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to aid. This is a Arcana or History check, you said?
Yeah. Whatever.
That's
As I'm coming back, can I get context real quick on what we're doing?
So Willie is exploring some of the adjacent
Writing?
chambers.
Okay.
And we encountered a number of weapons of untellable make at this juncture.
I see.
Thank God for the
16. Yeah, 16. Really good.
Thank God for advantage.
Yeah.
That's a nat 0.
You focus more on the carvings on there, and they seem to match the script that you found in the earlier part of the room. They seem to be magically reinforced weapons of some kind. Swords, spears, axes, warhammers, mauls. They are all arranged in such a way to possibly suggest this is you could consider this an ancient sort of reliquary of sacred arms. They are at least very much magically powerful. That much you're able to glean from the carvings on the weapons.
Is there some sort of pattern to their arrangement or anything?
There is noticeable. There are names at the top of each of the column of these where these weapons are stored.
Ruckman will turn around and shout out, "Hey, I need someone smart over here."
Could I...
That is my Taz accent for I need someone smart over here.
I love you, Wiley.
Verena and Virgil. Okay.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Verena, you speak Draconic. Actually, who all speaks Draconic once again? For my notes. Splash. Okay.
I need to recall, I might have thrown on comprehend languages.
You did. You did as well.
Unfortunately, I do not.
No, I did not. I did detect magic.
That's right, because you were going to, and then I was like, I got Draconic. It's like, oh, well, no need.
Yeah, and I opted for detect magic instead.
I guess you guys need me down south for something?
Yes, please.
So, what do you need?
Flash, as you enter the chamber, you see a number of names, Draconic, carved in Draconic, names and titles, and descriptions of what these weapons did, maybe a history of them.
It seems to be a place of remembrance. Each of these weapons, their histories, what they've done, what they can do. Any of these stand out?
There is one great sword in particular that's on the western wall of this that has a number of carved runes down the length of the fuller of the blade. It's inscribed with the Draconic word freedom.
At that, Splash's eyebrow kind of raises. This one, and he wants on over to the great sword, wherever it is. This one catches my eye. You see the markings along the blade. It spells out freedom. Okay, this one. Sorry, I was looking at an equally important sword on the other side. But but yes, this one spells out freedom. Given our parable that we are dealing with right now, this could be very important.
Is that not also the word that is on the dais in the adjacent room?
Indeed.
Perhaps maybe this is a matching sort of puzzle.
I could only hope it is so simple. I am out of my depth here in an ancient ruin, surrounded by worlds that I cannot read.
Can I check for some kind of trap around this
Absolutely.
weapon?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
I would like to offer an aid to advantage.
Yes. Acceptable.
Jake,
May I offer some guidance?
While they're doing this, Aurora's just gonna go north a little bit and peek into the next chamber.
I'll take that D4. 17 on investigation.
17 investigation. There do not seem to be any traps attached to this weapon. Or seem to be attached to the alcove in which this greatsword is placed.
There are no traps attached to it. Is there, in the previous room, and he kind of asks, in the freedom room, is there something they could hold a sword, or perhaps sheath a sword?
I very quickly slide my crystal greatsword back into my efficient quiver and waltz over and just pluck the greatsword from its alcove, or at least attempt to, assuming that it's free.
It is resting freely.
Yep, so I just pluck it and I just go, "Hi, him," and I'm just gonna waltz it. And I'm gonna step over here, and I'm gonna kind of just step up into the center of the dais, just hefting the sword in front of me and looking to see if there is any immediate reaction.
As you step onto the dais with the sword in hand, you notice coming to light a number of verdant runes and circles on the platform around you.
Well, that did something.
And more importantly, the block that was lit beforehand goes dark and is replaced by the one you are the lower.
Jake, if I may.
Yes.
An awfully strong presumption that Aurora would dirty her feet in any way and is not flying at all times.
We'll worry about that. We'll worry about that later.
Well, it looks like it did something.
So we just do this in the other room, right?
We'll just need to go and match up. Hopefully.
Rockman Jones is just gonna go there.
Aurora, as you poke your head, try to. You're a size small creature, yes?
Correct.
Make a strength check for me if you're going to try to open the door without any magical assistance. If you're going to use magical assistance, go ahead and give me a spellcasting check.
Why would I ever use my strength? Fuck that. Spellcasting check, you said?
Yeah.
So charisma check?
Yep.
That's a natural 20. Not 29.
With the force...
I don't know why there's a
magical...
+3 on that, but whatever.
Oh! One of those?
Including my jack of all trades for some reason.
Gross.
I don't know why, because I guess that technically counts, but you can't be proficient with certain like stat checks. Interesting. Thanks for later.
As you throw open the door, it slides in place, rolling to the side.
Jack of all
As
trades is for ability checks. There's technically no such thing as a skill check.
yeah,
So if it doesn't include your proficiency bonus, it just adds it anyway.
That's fucking wild. Okay.
bards are even more busted.
Yes, they are.
Woo! Okay, good to know.
In the chamber beyond, you find another, probably a little less dense and a little more spread out, but you see these alcoves full of ancient weapons of untellable make.
No more weapons down here.
How goody. That wasn't right, but okay. I'm going to just kind of set this great sword on top of this dais here and put it down. I'll walk
Okay.
over.
The magical runes remain
Good though.
as you let it rest.
If I step off the block I'm on, does anything happen?
Only one way to find out. I mean, you could roll an investigation check. That just represents the doorway where you're at right now. Wow. That's two in a row. That's two in a row.
If
Alright.
if I get a third one, I'm leaving and I'm going down the street to buy a lottery ticket.
Understandable. Have a day.
That's a
You
27.
better get a fucking lottery ticket, because if you fucking win, I'm gonna laugh.
Cheers, dude.
With a 27 investigation, you, with this being specifically directed towards, I'm assuming, traps at this juncture.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like specifically like any out of place tiles, any gaps that might seem suspicious. As you look down the hall, there doesn't seem to be, like, the stonework here is very pristine, and strangely enough, you see it's very continuous, much like in the previous rooms. The gaps in the tiles on the floor don't seem irregular in any place. You could likely safely assume that there are no traps in this particular hall.
I'm going to go right here and see what happens.
Nothing discernible.
I will go down to the end, provided that nothing happens.
There is another door in your way. It will require a strength check or a spell.
Already know, baby. 26.
It rolls to the right with this door,
Ooh.
and you are presented with another chamber. You have to pardon me, I'm doing a polygon reveal and it's taking a moment. I don't know why I shoot myself in the foot like this with
I don't know why you do that either.
circular chambers, but it's great.
Neat. Aurora will step aside and let the others go first.
Men and fairies alike must display guts, Aurora. I'm just gonna walk in.
Yes, that is what you're for.
Virgil will go up and politely, like, bow his head to Aurora and say, "Thank you for opening that. I greatly appreciate it."
You're very welcome. Finally, as he gets just out of earshot, Aurora goes, "Finally, some fucking gratitude."
I love you, Tard.
Why are all your bards so sassy?
Have you
Why
met
aren't they all
Tart?
so sassy?
Have you met Tart?
I played a bard for 3 years. You tell me.
Mm.
Hey,
Splash.
hey, that bard had guns too.
Big guts and bigger guns.
Splash would like to read the language on the floor.
The rune that covers this this platform. Remember.
Reach?
Remember.
Yep.
Some sort of
Well.
remembrance then.
We were passing additional weapons in the previous hall. Did you see any additional labels?
DM.
There were several weapons in the chamber. The investigation, considering that Aurora's investigation check was directed at potential for traps, that was not concerning any names or any writing.
You mentioned previously that there was another room with weapons, yes? Looking to Aurora.
Sorry, I disassociated for a hot second. One more time.
I believe you mentioned finding another room with weapons?
That was this hallway, right?
Flash, look left and look right.
Yeah.
You see a number of alcoves, much like in the chamber to the south, the far south.
I think we passed our key on the way in. I'm going to
Aurora
look
just
for...
kind of points.
For those of you that entered the room, you would have seen another set of 4 scenes play out. This one, a lot less broken up to have to deal with doorways and such. Most notably, the scene begins much like the scene in the last one ended, with the dragon-headed humanoids rising up alongside the 4. This mural is being unbroken, shows a number of scenes on the right and the left, battles of these draconic humanoids and dragon selves, each clashing. On the center of the northern wall, there is a very particular scene, a mountaintop that has a dragon slumped over it, as in the mountain itself, as if the mountain itself has pierced the heart of this dragon. And another one flies with its wings outspread above it. Notably, this particular dragon is coated in gold. Gold filigree over the stone mural. The carved stone mural.
That's raw. That's raw as fuck.
Oof.
It looks to me like that dragon had a nasty fall.
Intentional or otherwise. Seeing as with the idea of remembrance, this mural depicting the fallen dragon, is there a weapon nearby?
Nearby to it, with that mural in mind, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can catch where any weapons that might match your needs would be.
23.
23. You find a spear. It's the wooden haft of it is ringed with several several rings of brass that kind of clamp down and create a sort of a grip for it. And on the head of the spear, in very small runes, you see the word as you did in the chamber. Remember.
Splash is gonna head on over to the spear. Here. This one is the weapon that we seek. He's going to pick it up. He's gonna walk it back in, and he's going to place it on this tile.
As you do, much like in the room before, green runes and magic circles alight around you as you step onto the platform with the weapon in hand.
He's going to leave it. Quickly step off, make sure that the runes remain,
They do.
and he's going to rejoin everyone. That was the key that we needed. I suppose it's down to the western half of this chamber then. He's
Yes.
quickly going to pass by Anton, and he's going to look to Anton. What are your wounds?
Anton has been standing at least admittedly a little wobbly. If that is a concern for you, I need you to make a medicine check. 7. Anton quickly, as you raise your hands to try to get a better look at him, he pushes them away. I will be fine. I will be fine. Just need to, whatever that passage leads to.
Don't believe you, but I can't disagree. And he's going to, just as he begins to walk away, a wounded fighter is no fighter at all. I shall trust you in your judgment on that.
Let's see. Hey, Tart, roll a d4 for me, real quick.
A 4.
D4.
The D variety. A 1.
Okay. It's taken the searches have probably taken more than 10 minutes at this point, and your detect magic will lapse unless you are continually re-upping it. I know we might have said something about it last time. I just wanted to check and see if that was still an interest.
Yes. I'm just thinking about it because I think I did it ritually the first time. Would I be able to do a ritual again, or would I have to actually cast it? Or would I have to wait 10
you would
minutes
be able
to do it ritually?
You would have, in order to do the ritual, you basically have to in the same spot that ties you down for 10 minutes.
Okay, then I will just cast it on the second go around.
Okay. Within 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You noticed something strange about Anton that wasn't there before. Where he was struck by that lance of energy seems to be radiating transmutation magic.
Interesting. Can I make an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
That's a 25.
You follow these. You follow these arcs of this transmutation magic. And you notice, besides his wounds, it's starting to now come from the ends of his fingers.
Does it seem malicious in any way, or does it seem to be affecting him negatively?
This is very clearly, now that you look on it, this is likely part of the effect that you triggered
Hmm.
in the entryway
Hmm.
by dispelling the magic.
Hmm. I see. I'm gonna do dispel magic on him. I'm gonna try to dispel this effect, whatever it is.
Check something here. Choose one creature, object, or magical in range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. This is not a spell. As you cast dispel magic, this is stronger.
I see. Well then, we'll go one step up. Greater Restoration. If this doesn't work, I guess he'll die.
You can reduce the target's exhaustion by 1, end one of the following effects. Affect a charmed person, 1 curse, including the target's curse item, any reduction to target's ability scores, 1 effect reducing the target's hit max. 1 curse. As you cast Greater Restoration, the abjurative magics kind of surge into Anton, and to your recollection, the curse seems to subside.
The way
The
this
energies,
Go ahead.
the energies within are still somewhat present, but definitely subdued.
She will. The way this plays out is that she goes up to him and she boops him on the nose, and she goes, "Oh wait, no, that didn't work. Hold on," and then boops him a little harder. And then she'll kind of look him up and down. Yeah, there we go. And she will walk away and say nothing else.
Anton kind of turns to you, Marcus. Do you have any idea what that was?
Not a clue.
This is why I don't care. This is why I don't usually care to go traipsing about with Faye, but it's unavoidable here.
Can I check?
For what is the particular nature of the check you wish to make, Sen?
Arcana.
Yeah. I'll take Arcana. 35. Yeah, that. For reference, folks, I'll echo Brennan Lee Mulligan a little bit. The the highest listed difficulty class of impossible checks are 30s. With 35, you are not unfamiliar with strong magics. You are no stranger to them. There are some curses that cannot be undone except by the strongest magics known to this world.
I turn to the fairy and say something in the Sylvan tongue. There are things at play that are far stronger than us here.
She'll respond in Sylvan. Seems to be. Guess we should move quickly.
All right.
Splash is going to start heading into the other side, completely unaware of anything that just happened.
Yes.
Uh,
As you do not speak Sylvan.
nope.
That is understandable.
All right. Look for this with potentially accompanying weapon room.
Bingus. I'll look for the
as-
block.
Give me a moment here. Polygon reveal once again. Coming in to save my butt.
Oh no. Just a pair of sari legs. Fairy.
Leggy.
That's a keck. As you open the door, for the first two I was requiring a check. You know now the magical strength you need to give to open these rooms. As you open this first hallway, you are treated, instead of a number of alcoves with rather than weapon, these now contain pieces of armor. Very clearly made for beings much larger than yourselves.
Well, yeah. Duh. Says the small
Beings
creature.
much larger than medium creatures.
Oh, we might need another hand on this one.
Presuming that's not trapped, Aurora's gonna saunter on in. Go up
As
here.
As you do, you encounter another doorway. We'll get to you in a moment. Rockman, as you head to this door. Here. Bingus. As you open this door, you find inside of it two carved figures that appear to be holding sets of scales and have spears with their heads buried, seemingly depicted as if they're buried into the dirt. And equally as important, you discover a chest far side of the chamber, underneath what looks like the head of some manner of dragon.
More stuff. It's a chest. I'm guessing it's locked, right?
I'm going to put my hand on Rockman's shoulder. Stay back, my companion. It does not take a genius to see a trap, especially whenever the followers of Moran are involved with statues bearing scales.
I mean, I can open it from a distance. A bunch of floating pebbles will sneak around Rockman Jones's clothes, forming a hand.
I love the different ways that people do mage hand.
Yes.
It's so awesome.
Give it a shot, I suppose.
Okay.
Send over my rock hands.
With your rock hand, you open the chest. As you go to open it, the eyes of the dragon head alight with a brilliant white as two beams of coal cross the room and begin to spatter each side of it with ice.
That's a cool trick.
With the trap triggered, the chest is now open to you. Probably takes about a minute and a half for those beams to subside.
Don't let him fool you. It's going to do it again. Look, the answer's simple. Just hold the mage hand over his eyes. What will he do? Nothing. He can't see.
I'll look at what is in the now opened chest, though.
Marcus, you see in very, very fine, like, velvets and fur lining for the inside of this chest, you see a book that is not written in Draconic, but is written in a language that you recognize.
What language would that be?
Celestial.
Oh boy.
Title in filigreed gold that's kind of weaves across the cover. The funny thing about Celestial, it looks less like letters and numbers like you're used to for keeping track of things. It looks like a myriad of almost musical notes, musical markings that cross in 3 or 4 lines the front of the cover of the book. In Celestial, it reads specifically, the ledger of the original trust.
Well, this is something that is going to probably be important. I guess I'll kind of tuck that under my arm for now and take it out here. Well, I found a book. It is not in Draconic, it is actually in Celestial, which I can read. However, I am not certain of what import it would have in the immediate moment.
Would you mind if I took a look at it?
Alright, it's the Ledger of the Original Trust.
Virgil will take the book and begin to read through it. Would I also be able to make either a religion or history check?
Religion check, I'd say, applies here.
Okay.
Would this have been something that Ecclesian education would have tried to hammer into Marcus's thick skull?
I'd say so. You could probably make the same check.
14
Okay.
for me.
3.
Not hard enough, it seems. Virgil, however, the way that it's particularly notated Trust Keeper as if it were supposed to be one word.
Yeah.
You're not entirely uncertain that it doesn't refer. You're not entirely uncertain that it doesn't refer to the original silver dragon, Ædos. And I will provide a spelling in resources because the names in my setting are fucky. As I see Westreach.
Speak the king's English.
No, I refuse.
This might refer to the original silver dragon. You'll have to give me a moment. And Virgil, kind of still holding the book, walks off and begins reading it.
There is an awful lot to do with dragons in this. It is concerning. I do not like the juxtaposition.
All right. As you'll start reading it, you'll notice that it is very dry. Seems to be a list of agreements. You see a number of names that seem like they don't belong in the Celestial language. That seem like they might be from another, possibly Draconic? The names definitely don't read Celestial, but you can...
Would any of them be abyssal, infernal, or primordial?
In terms of like their word origin, no. But like they are readable as words in Celestial, but they are just like words that don't necessarily have meaning behind it. They're not names that you immediately recognize, and they don't seem like names that belong to Celestial beings.
Just continues to walk up and just read the ledger.
Okay. Aurora, as you open the door to the final chamber, let's go to Polygon reveal, please. Thank you. Use.
Fighting Polygon team.
Correct. Another chamber revealed, and another scene. This time the mural, the carvings all center upon, rather than a mountain, what looks like the limb of a tree, with branches like stretching out and forth, covered with humanoid figures placed all across it. On either the eastern and western sides of the wall, in the rounded part of the chamber that contains the majority of this mural, there are pictures of these individual humanoids over bodies of dragons, not necessarily any of the ones that are pointed in the painted in the chambers beyond, but they seem to be smaller than the counterparts used in the other carvings in this these chambers. And on either side, next to the entryway, are the carvings of 10 separate dragons of differing skulls, differing horn arrangements, differing features, wingspans. And in the center, on that platform, the word in Draconic, as I assume Splash would enter, debt.
I think we may have found the Jotun? That's how it's pronounced, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think we have found the Jotun mentioned earlier. Alright. That might looks like these big individuals would account for the large weapons that we passed on the way here. Debt, huh? He's going to come back into the room and start looking for a weapon that has debt inscribed upon it.
Tell me, do you speak Giant? Can you read Giant?
I cannot, but I want to check something real quick. No, I cannot.
Can anyone in the party speak Giant? Speak or read Giant?
It uses Dwarvish script, so is that close enough?
With an intelligence check that you could likely get assistance from.
Oh
You could
god!
likely-
I mean,
Let's slap
That you could likely yeah.
I'll slap guidance on as well as assist.
Okay.
what check is it? Just straight.
Just straight intelligence. Unmodified. Beyond.
You do get help though.
Yeah. It will be with advantage, and I think we said with guidance.
Yep.
Oh, good.
18
Oh,
for
Oh.
22. Brain blast from the Rock Man.
Praise the Dwayne.
I'll say this.
that's my cousin.
Yeah. The giant language is a little more different. There's not as much workmanship on some of these pieces of armor. The runes that are carved in there are usually singular, but you find a chest piece that looks like it comes together with like bands of these metal that kind of run up and overlap, kind of crossing over. For reference, if you're familiar with, oh shoot, it's one of Kratos' chess pieces in God of War. I don't know the actual in-game name for it.
It's not the armor. It's not the chess piece of Ares or Zeus, is it?
No, it is not.
I haven't played, so I don't know.
I have no clue.
I'm finding a link here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Come to town.
Here we go. Got it. Putting it in resources. Bingus. Looks kind of like that.
Oh.
Apologies for the image for ants, but that sort of a banded chest style. And you find in it the carved along the lowest band in giant.
Oh.
The debt of our transgression.
I think this is what you're looking for. I could be wrong, because it's similar language but different. I digress.
This is sized for a
Huge
large,
creature.
a huge creature. All right. If this is what we need, I think we're going to need all hands on deck for this one. Splash.
In the meantime, I'm investigating the southern room to try and figure out that shit on my own.
Okay.
Rockman will grab the bottom of the armor because he is a small creature.
I will need. What is your strength score?
My strength score is 19 because of items.
Okay. I need people with this combined. I need a combined strength score of 25 between two characters to do this.
Good luck,
So
y'all.
literally anyone.
It's going to be
Hi,
incredibly easy.
Argent.
Okay. Marina and
Let's do this.
Rockman, you are able to. The pair of you are able to move this massive armor piece from its alcove. It takes up most of the wall. I'll draw a circle that will show precisely like how much space of the wall it would take up.
Do I need a check?
No, I simply require the two characters. Otherwise, from one character, I likely would have required. But for brevity's sake, I went ahead and just. For brevity's sake, in this section. Two characters would not require such a check.
Leave.
Okay. With a 25, you might actually be. With a 25, you'd be able to hoist it on your own. It's just a little unwieldy. Sorry, I had to check the message log there. Marcus,
Yes.
as you open the door to this last chamber, I reveal it to you. You are met with an empty room, save alcoves with various skulls and crystals of like rough crystals of various size in each of the 3 walls. The skulls are very clearly those belonging to some manner of dragon. The skulls indicate that these were probably younger, possibly juvenile dragons at the time of their deaths.
Let's see, the clue on the dice was indenture, which means it is either the bronze dragon, or brass rather, that is on the wall outside, or
I'm not sure how familiar Marcus would be with the different morphologies of the various dragon types. So should I make a nature check to identify which skull is which?
Yeah, a nature check.
Alright. Marcus, let's see if you've learned anything from fighting fuckloads of monsters all the time. Wow. 3, you sure fucking didn't.
A dragon is a dragon.
More Dean Winchester than Sam.
Plan B. I know what the word looks like, even if I can't read it, so can I make an investigation check to try and locate the same shapes as a label?
Yeah, I'll allow it. And give me an investigation.
Whoa! 0!
Hey, 0 crew.
What are these strange markings? Turns notepad upside down. Words.
Marcus
By
has
5s
forgotten
and
the whole
0.
language.
This is... Yeah, Marcus, you're absolutely out of your depth.
Yeah, I step out of this chamber. I am proud to announce that I have no idea what I am doing.
Yeah, but
That's the spirit.
give me a... Anton kind of takes a moment and stands too.
Noted.
I'll see what I can manage. English.
I was hoping that it would be easy and that it might be tools inside and that I could just do some simple association and perhaps find a pair of manacles or other method of bondage. But no, not
The
so
fort.
easy.
Think
Bondage, uwu.
How about in here? Any luck with those armor pieces? Holy shit, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, okay. It's average.
Verena is able to heft the armor and is able to take most of the weight of it as you guys free it from its alcove. You guys have it to move.
It looks heavy. Are you sure you don't want to immediately take it to where it needs to go?
We could do this all day.
As your DM with additional things to do in this adventure, I implore you to not. I implore you to not.
I think I can
Not
hear the
carry-
gods saying, "Please don't. Oh gods, please don't."
They took their name in vain. Wait.
And they take their own name in vain. That's a question. That's a philosophical question.
Yeah.
Oh, me, damn it.
Oh, your god.
I wonder if they just take their
Which
other
is
gods' names in vain.
Anyways, I
Oh,
assume that we
Me.
Someone
I
please
assume
take
that
it
we take
somewhere.
the arbor and we plop it in the spot.
Yes.
Yep.
As you do so, much like in the two other chambers, that say a similar magical circle appears.
All right, one
3
more.
of 4.
Virgil, you still have the book, yes?
Yes, I do.
Dope. Anton comes out of this previous room holding the skull, holding one of the 3 dragon skulls contained in the previous room. I believe this might be something. He's going to hand
Yes,
to you,
that's skull.
Verena. He's going to hand to you, Verena, the skull of a juvenile red dragon.
I'm gonna take a step back in case this goes horribly wrong.
Oh, absolutely. Understandable.
In fact, I'll just be in here.
Yeah. As you step onto the platform with the red dragon skull in hand and let it rest. Much the same. All as before. Another magical circle.
After a few moments, you hear from Aurora. Are you all still alive, or can I leave?
Aurora, as you are in the entryway chamber, as
Oh,
that
no,
fourth
man.
magical circle comes to light, the text carved into that platform illuminates with green energy. And just as important, you all hear the shifting and grinding of stone on stone. And those of you that can see the room beyond know that the way is open.
Well then, it seems as if our efforts have yielded results.
J Frost, I'm gonna need you to repeat that and please use like an actual sense of volume.
I am very sorry.
You were just super quiet, my man. I have you maxed out.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
This is different than playing the idiot that I normally play.
No, if you're gonna speak quietly, get closer to the mic. That's
Yes.
all. I gotta
Okay.
do.
Well, it seems as if this has yielded results. Very good.
Marcus, Splash,
Marcus
The
is
whole-
just on a steady jog forward.
Aurora's waiting for everyone else to go first.
I'll
As
go
you
second
all-
to last.
as you all pass into the chamber, you notice a stairway down. As you wander through the additional stairways, you end up trekking for probably about 15, 20, half an hour until you reach a set of stairs that sort of widens out into a chamber below. As you guys are walking through this area, can I have perception checks from the party?
Perception.
I perceive with a 21.
14.
My passive is. Can I use my passive? It's my passive's 21.
I'll let you use your passive.
I also have.
Thank you.
14.
I'll
Hey.
roll for mine, but if mine passive's better than that, could I use it?
I'll allow it.
Hey, Jake. While we're going down the staircase,
22.
I'm gonna just prepare myself, and I'm gonna use my free cast of invisibility.
Understandable. Have a day.
In that same vein, my crystal greatsword is out, and I'm gonna double check that it can't double as a light source or something, just in case.
Yeah.
Shillelagh. Constant shillelagh.
Yep. As all of you proceed, the three individuals that are going to see effect most clearly: Verena, Virgil, and Splash. You'll begin to notice wisps of like black energy starting to sift up out of the gaps in the stone tile. Verena in particular, you notice at the turning of one corner, as the passages lead on, you notice cracks under the tile work, as if the earth has moved since this place was originally constructed, but only in small local areas. It's not until they become noticeable to the remainder of the party that you begin to see poking out from various cracks in the stonework, the carved halls of this ruin. Smaller crystalline growths that seem to weep this black energy that trails along the ground. They're colorless at first, but as you proceed, you see more and more color in them, and it is magenta. Magenta on the
Can
edges
I
and into
arcana the
deeper
shit
red.
out of this?
Oh, absolutely you can. Right. 18 Arcana. Whatever this is that is intruding on this bane of some kind. As you've seen various tombs across your across your trek through these passages. It is neither natural nor is it benign, you can assume, as the black mist is not entirely unreminiscent of the energy that lanced itself right into Anton's chest.
Marcus taking the head of the group here, and Greatsword out, which I double checked does do a 30-foot bright light.
Okay.
This
Kind
place
of,
isn't right.
Marcus kind of sniffs the air, and
Lesivo. I do not remember its name, but I know the stench. It must be burned out.
On coming to this widening stair, the light from your sword, Marcus, begins to be outshone as sort of a brilliant radiance seems to come from these stairs. But what worries you in this light, there is now much more of this black energy. It seems to be moving at this point, drawing itself together, leading the way forward. And as you all proceed, you are shown this.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Well, this is a boss fight arena if I've ever fucking seen one.
it's a good thing you're invisible, ain't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think that's... I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Mm-hmm.
We're level
As you-
17. This, whatever this fucking is gonna have true sight. I believe it. Or blind sight.
As you enter the heart of the Argent Fane, you see standing amongst these energies a man in a simple robe with a staff that seems to have a set of scales on the end. I would say this individual looks human, but there is something unnatural. Pale skin that seems to defy natural shape. Wrinkles that tell almost of an age are uncertain, of years that this man has seen. And you descend to see him circling this great white crystalline growth mounted on a platform, of stonework and metalwork that is meant to hold it in place. And though in and of itself the energies swirl around it, none of them touch it, as if forbade by some power, possibly within that crystal itself. It's at this point that the figure that has been in this room turns. Excellent. I suppose that you are here to try to stop me. He looks at each and every one of you. I'm not sure. Can. What is transpiring? The culmination of 200 years. 200 years of our endeavor. And with the strength of this, we will see our work done. As you see him try to reach through these blackened energies, they sort of surround his hand. And as it gets closer and closer to this crystalline growth, you see armor, as if the shadows themselves are becoming the armor of this individual. Need to provide to you all a handout.
Oh no. Scurry.
I have a question, Jake.
Yes.
When he looked at all of us, did he look at me as well?
Yes.
I see. I figured.
As he reaches out, he finally makes contact with the actual crystal itself. And a pulse of energy emits through the room, ridding this individual of his humanoid guise. And showing all of you this being. There we go.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
Look at that sharp motherfucker.
Why does it smell like Final Fantasy in here?
You shut. Smells like a hot topic in here is what
Oh
it smells
no.
like.
Brawl. What happened to you?
Holy fuck, I can't believe we're fighting Sonic the Hedgehog.
Boo.
The edge.
As this wave pulses forth, you all see Anton kind of grab towards his chest. Ah. As in a deeper voice, as he grows in size. I see you have inadvertently brought a shard of my lord here. I must thank you for this.
Huh?
Arise, master. As with a hand still touching the crystal, he lances forth another hand towards Anton. And the surge of blackened energies strike him again, knocking him unconscious. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Man, that's bullshit. I did fucking greater restoration on the motherfucker.
Tweeny way.
Oh, come on.
And I need to give us
15.
some more appropriate music.
7.
24.
Do 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 do.
This is what I get for not specking into Dex fully.
No.
Standing here, I realize.
14.
Thank you.
You were just like me, trying to make this guy's story.
Give me a moment as I replace his token.
It's fine. It's just shadow armor. It's not even like,
Just put a
Lunar.
flashlight on him.
not like. I'm trying to remember. It's not like beetle armor. I can't remember the other armors in Terraria.
Right. Let me give him an initiative here, real quick.
Haha.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Combat. My one weakness. Haha.
Oh.
Or is
Potentially. Possibly.
it? Smileys.
Pull off another kill.
Okay. Sword descending. Anton. Who selected Anton's token? I believe somebody mistakenly.
Don't look at me.
Nope.
I didn't roll for Anton.
Can't.
What? Did I not delete? Oh, there are multiple initiatives here. Okay.
I forgot to
Marcus.
click mine. Hold on. There we go.
Anton.
Then I fixed.
Splash, you got a 21, so I'm gonna retcon the other. Virgil with a 24, Rockman with a 7, Marcus with a 14, Aurora with 6, Verena with
15. I had
Oh,
to roll
15.
it again because
15.
I didn't click my token.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Speaking of which, quick question for you, Jake.
Yes.
What all this red within the chamber? Is that just...
That is the background
I
for
was
now.
about to say, was that
For
lava
now.
or something?
For now. This is so what you can see at this moment is the confines of this room.
How
You cannot see
how high is
beyond its walls. Probably some 20 feet. 20
Oh,
feet
not
ceiling.
bad. That's not bad.
Right. With that extra. Okay. We start off at the top of the order with Virgil.
Did this guy get a 3 on initiative?
Correct.
Get
Yeah.
get
Get fucked.
fucked.
I
Never
wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Welcome to Ædos, where F is for legendary actions.
Correct.
I'm going to go with what am I gonna go with? You know what? I'll be the good team player. You'll see Virgil immediately unsheath his hammer and shield, and kind of just one whack of a thunderous sound. He's going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope. This spell bestows hope and vitality. Go ahead and ping all
All my
creatures.
allies.
All of your allies. Dope. Advantage on wisdom saves and death saves. Excellent.
Regains maximum number of hit points possible from any healing as well.
Ho ho.
Yep.
So,
Good shit.
that is the action, and as far as bonus action, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do at this current time. So, yeah, that's bonus action. So, free action just in Celestial. Let's see here. Ferocis rebuke you.
Okay.
And that'll be turn.
All right. Splash, you are up first as you see this monstrous figure release the blackened energy that has now consumed Anton's consciousness, at least, as he lies next to you.
Wonderful. And he's just going to sigh, and he's going to look out to this dude. See to our friend here. He seems to be important. I'll take the first one's attention. I'm going to move over here. And as I move over here, I am going to... Body is but a mirror of the mind, of the soul. It is an illusion, as is death, as is life. And channeling his inner self, he causes it to manifest as I activate the awakened astral self.
Okay.
Let's go.
Which means I spend 5 key points to unlock everything. So, okay. Let's just quickly go over everything I have now. First, +2 to AC. Second, an extra attack whenever I attack, an extra punch with my astral arms. Third, I can use deflect energy as a reaction. Fourth, once per turn, I can deal an extra roll of my martial arts die to a target. Fifth, I can see in magical and non-magical darkness. I have advantage on wisdom, insight, and charisma checks.
Monk, man.
Astral Self is
And-
so fucking stupid. I love it.
It really is.
I'm not done yet.
I know.
I can use my wisdom in place of strength check. My wisdom for strength checks and strength saves. I have a spectral set of arms that float 5 feet in front of me, giving me a 10-foot reach, and I can use wisdom to attack with them instead of dex or strength.
Oh, is that all?
Is that it? Yeah.
What was Thunder Palada?
But wait, there's more!
Dun 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 dun. Alright, so pulling out the astral arms, I'm with my full body encasing me like a suit of armor. I'm going for the first blow. That is a 22.
That 22 will hit.
Alright. So I'll apply my extra damage to this. So that is 25. Actually, no, that should just be 19. I don't know why it's applying to the mod. Strange.
19? Okay. So...
He needs to make a con save.
Stun.
he does.
let me just-
He does need to make a con save. What's your DC?
Very good. That's a good question, Mega Man. Let's see. So it's proficiency plus 8 plus
Wisdom up.
wisdom score. So that is 19.
16 on the die plus 11 for 27 beats.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's 1. Another 22. For 7 force damage. Another con save.
Another con save.
Mm-hmm.
Meets 19.
Ah, shucks. Well, I'm gonna go for a third strike. Another 22.
Yes. And another con
Consistent-
save.
No con save this time.
No con save that time? Dope.
No con save this time. But he is taking 12 force damage, and he's also going to be subject to something that I forgot about that I also get when I activate my self.
Fucking
So,
Excel sheet to get all the shit correct, man.
dude, I have so many words. He also needs to make a dex save.
A dexterity save. Okay.
Uh-huh. As when I manifest my astral arms, in addition to everything else, they come out in a flurry of blows, and he needs to make a pass or fail.
A 10 will not pass.
Okay, so he is going to take an extra 10 force damage. So total, that is 19, 26, 26, 38, 48 from me.
Okay. So that is a total of 3 hits, yes?
Correct.
Dope. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm sure that'll be, that won't bite me in the butt, but go ahead. That is my turn.
Okay. All right, Aurora.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I'd be this high up in initiative. Okay, I need to check something actually real quick. It starts his turn. Okay. How far am I from this man? 25 feet. Cool. I am going to go, 50. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to map this out in my head because fucking geometry. So I'm going to go here and then 15 feet up.
Okay.
I am still invisible.
You are still invisible, yes.
Invisible. I'm just going to put this on just to mark that I'm flying. I am going to start off bonus action. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Jesus Christ, I am blanking on your character's name, Gaia.
Jesus has
Marcus.
inspiration.
Marcus, thank you. I kept wanting to say Anton, and I'm like, nope, that's not right. That's the NPC who's currently dying or something. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Marcus. And I am going to, above game, say, probably worth holding on to that. But do what you will with it. It is now yours. I can't control you. Action.
Action and Andretti.
I need to see. He can see me anyway, so I might as well not fucking bother. Fuck this guy. Psychic Lance. I don't know why I didn't roll. Hold on. Okay, so he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
This is a magical effect, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. He has advantage on this.
Okay, I figured. I am no longer
That's
invisible.
Intelligence save.
Yes.
It's not going to meet your DC.
Okay. He is going to take. Give me one moment. He's gonna take 25 psychic damage.
Excellent. As this psychic lance kind of juts out from an outstretched hand from you. Well, it juts out from the psionic energy, kind of pierces the shadows that make up his armor. You see as these shadows begin to tether themselves to him. As it seems that your psychic lance, at least in terms of its damage, did not function. I will say it specifically triggered on the psychic lance's impact.
Okay, so it's not that he's immune to psychic damage. Something's protecting him.
Yes.
Okay. Does the other part of the spell take hold?
The remainder of the spell does take hold.
Cool. He's incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Good luck, fucko.
Okay.
All right.
Mark,
That is.
do you have anything else, Aurora?
No, that is
Okay.
me.
Marcus.
Before I say anything, I'm double checking all of the shit that incapacitated does.
He
Yes.
can't take actions or reactions.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucked. Also,
Oh, boy.
Marcus, at the start of your turn, you hear way off in the back of your mind, it sounds like singing.
Good. Marcus is just going to bellow a fucking war cry and do what he does best and, get in. So that's 10. Alright, so that's adjacent. Is it safe to say that I'm flanking? We got a good old-fashioned murder sandwich? Alright, so for this mini-campaign, were we doing advantage or +2?
+2.
Alright. So we're going to make 3 attacks with the old crystal blade that I'm currently wielding. Attack the first is a 16 + 2 for 18.
That will not hit, as your blade meets the staff that he was once wielding, now a hammer with a head the size of your chest.
Hey,
Oh, he's incapacitated. Is that with advantage?
no, sorry, I was looking at a thing I thought I could do. I cannot. Never mind, continue.
You might have advantage from the incapacitate.
No.
No.
It's just
You
that you can't
don't.
do actions or reactions. That's all it does. That's all it does, but that's pretty significant.
Paralyze. I'm thinking of paralysis.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
His movements have become sluggish, but they're enough to block your first hit.
Alright, next thing's next. Second attack, holding stuff. 27, that'll hit.
Yeah, that will.
So that's gonna be for 12 magical slashing and 1 radiant.
Okay.
And then I'm going to double check whether it's a bonus action or what it takes to use a charge just for future. I'm definitely not going to be using it on that attack, so we'll also hit that in the meantime.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
That's a natural 1. He can't
that's
take a
rough.
reaction, but there might still be consequences. We'll see. Okay. You're not going to drop your weapon.
Okay, it's just when you hit. There's no action.
Middling severity.
Alright, well, shit. Goading attack needs to hit for that to work. Bonus action, I don't really have anything. Unless, did I have, at least 1 minute to observe or interact with this creature while we were outside of combat? Did I get a good 60 seconds to look at him?
In his previous form, yes. What he is now, it was practically a one-to-one. There were probably 5 or 6 seconds between him reaching in, touching this, having his form revealed, and then hurling whatever magic he did at Anton.
Alright then. There goes know your enemy, I guess. Yeah, I got nothing, because I'm trying to hold
All right.
resources for now.
Verena, we're up to you. Marina is up. Rockman on deck.
Oh,
Or-
right. Well, while we're waiting for that, I forgot there was a thing that Marcus was also bellowing, and it's pretty much, "What have you done to cousin Moran?" Because visions of Moran, fucky shit, concerned when gods are fucking about.
Can we take a minute and say just how well the Dragon Age Inquisition music has been for this whole adventure?
Yes.
So nice. So nice. I need to play through that on stream at some point. It's such a great game. Well, the story is great. The mechanics, middling at best.
Verena moves to the corner of the space and begins to whisper some strange words. The enemy, despite everything going on around him, feels an unnatural sensation overcome him. Something isn't as it is. Hold B.
Oh, heck. Lovely. Place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic. Target has disadvantage. Choose one ability. When you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. What is the ability that you choose, Sen? Constitution. Okay. Noted.
It's always kind of a gamble what you pick with Hex. Do you make them have disadvantage on what they're good with, or do you make them have disadvantage on what they're bad with?
Yeah.
And how do you force them into an ability check
Correct.
to make it matter?
Yeah.
All right. That is your action. Do you have any bonus actions that you wish to partake, that you wish to do?
Booming Blade is the action. in
The
chat
hex
right
was
now.
bonus.
The hex was as a bonus action?
Yes, and
The
booming,
booming blade
comes with
Is the
one
action.
attack.
Okay, I was misreading the spell card.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
you
booming
get one
blade.
attack when you cast booming blade.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Strike his body.
You know it's all about the boom.
20 will meet. And therefore will hit. So that's 1, 2, 3.
And then you get 3d8. His booming blade is disgusting.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Potentially. So for 19 points of damage, as
Another 10.
so that will
The thunder damage is if the target moves.
so that'll be 10 damage.
You
when
get initial damage when you cast it, and then there's damage if he moves. So you see, this is what happens when you level up the spell. So
Compensates
Oh.
for
yeah.
extra attack.
Oh, that's right.
Has
At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on a hit. At 17th level,
Okay.
it does an extra 3d8.
I always,
Nice.
Damn, like, that's a hell of a way to scale a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's disgusting on Eldritch Knight stares at Gray.
Bring back
Stairs
the
are
boy.
great too.
Oh, excellent.
Didn't you already do Hex as your bonus, though?
Yeah, Hex was the bonus action. And you,
next time.
yeah,
Next
noted.
Good shit, though.
Such good shit.
As
and the move damage is 48 foot.
Yeah.
yeah,
You get
Yeah.
70. You get potential for 78 on a cantrip. Fucking stupid.
I
Okay.
punched my microphone.
This guy.
Don't
How much damage did this fucking guy take altogether?
in the
enough.
first,
With
he's
that-
still alive. That's correct.
I'm
Not
just trying to
enough.
figure out like how much though. Fuck.
29 on
Yeah.
that one
Muscle
swing.
Mage casts Fist.
Ah,
Correct. As you're hit, as the hit from your booming blade lands, Verena, the shadows seem to rush to meet it. He will still take the force of the thunder damage as it sort of follows the impact of the initial sword. So he's going to take that one. Dope.
I am not done.
Continue. That's something that I had to resolve before your turn was done.
Oh, that's right. 6 necrotic from Hex.
let's go
It
Hex.
hexed. Some hex.
Oh heck. Willie and the Starboys are playing.
But wait, there is more.
Hmm. Oh. Slasher. By 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay.
So many feats.
All of them. This is why fighter.
Pass turn.
I won't show Quentin.
Okay, so we are up now to Rockman.
All right, my turn. My turn will be immensely more simple in comparison. He's gonna say, "My name is Min Earl Suzuki, and I bring you 200 years of pain." I'll move up here. For my main action, I'm gonna summon my tag team partner. Minoru.
Okay, what kind of elemental are you summoning?
I am going to go with Earth, even though it's probably better to go fire mechanically, but thematically, Earth.
Thematically
link
Earth,
to the-
and
Yeah.
that is as per the spell.
And put the link.
Does that fall under elemental spirit or?
That
From
Elemental
non-elemental is elemental spirit.
Okay. Dope.
Put the link in resources if you need it.
And where are you summoning him, if I might ask?
Right beside Splash. I am preparing for the eventual aura of fire from Marcus.
Okay, what level did you just cast that at? Base level 5?
5th, yeah. Upcast by 1. Down. Concentrating. Icons. Bingus. Show its health. Has 60 hit points.
Okay.
So we're keep track of that.
Okay. Dope. It will take. It will share your initiative count. But it will take turn immediately after yours. Interesting.
Until then. But that's not all. For my bonus action,
Hmm.
I can cast Blade Ward as a bonus action.
Hmm. Probably not bad. Probably not a bad idea.
Yes. Oh, just one point of housekeeping. Like, are we gonna? Should I keep track of how many turns it's been to keep track of how long Shillelagh lasts? Because it's 1 minute, which is
That's
10
part
rounds
of
or 6.
That's part of what. That'll be 10 rounds. That's part of one of the reasons I have the round counter. Part of.
Good. I assume I would have casted that before we started.
Yes.
Then that will be turn.
Okay. As the blood tyrant Caramare comes to his turn, he is incapacitated. He needs to make the intelligence save to break the incapacitation, correct? Or is
No,
that
it ends at the start of my next turn.
okay?
Until then, he's fucked. Also, as he starts his turn within 30 feet of me, he begins to hear dissonant chords in the back of his mind, growing louder and louder. The greater chords, your custom subclass, Jake.
Yep.
I had told you this already. I went with diminished. So he is going to take
He needs to make.
18 psychic damage.
They must succeed on a wisdom save or take that damage. So he needs to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Appreciate your use of diminished.
So that's a
music.
DC. It's DC 22 to beat you, right?
Correct.
That's a 26.
Cool. He takes 9 psychic.
Okay. All right. That is his turn. At the top of the next round, specifically on initiative count 20, something will happen. We'll worry about that in a moment. Actually, I should probably get this out of the way first, because I'm not going to remember on initiative count 20. As you land the first blows onto Taramare, he stands tanking most of them. You all begin to see the material world around you fade as the black energy begins to turn crimson.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Was it supposed to be black originally, Jake?
It was black originally. It is now turning crimson.
Okay, I was just wondering because the whole area around the stage has always
I'm
been
specifically
red, so-
talking about this.
Okay, got it.
These strands of energy that seem to be forming a bit of a vortex around this this massive crystal in the center of the chamber.
Got it.
I need any creature who is,
Oh.
any creature who is outside of what I'm about to reveal to you all to make dexterity saves to make it to solid ground.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ha! I'm flying. Fuck yourself.
If you are not flying, you need to make a dex save for me.
I have a
All of us?
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
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 Oh, are we going to another realm?
Bye,
Are we-
Anton.
Yeah, Anton's kind of fucked.
Interestingly enough, Anton's body remains in place, suspended now by a myriad of these black tendrils that seem to be reaching out to him.
Ah, I see. Good to know.
I have a question, Jake.
Yes.
How far are we fallen?
You are on the actual physical ground.
Oh, so
Still.
oh,
You're on the
never mind.
bridge, so you're good.
Woohoo!
I've got winged boots.
Yes.
Hope y'all can. Hope you can fly, Verena. Oh no.
Could I help Verena? If
A
they
17?
can pass.
17 on the dex save. Verena, you are able to make it to this crystalline outcropping that has sort of phased. As you feel the ground fall out from under you, you are able to kind of stabilize yourself there. And thus we begin round 2. Virgil, we start with you.
Question:
Yes.
How's Edgehog looking?
Edgehog's looking like Edgehog looks.
You know what I mean.
I will require a medicine check and it will take your bonus action.
That's fine. 23.
Though the armor doesn't quite show it, he has taken no small amount of damage.
I'm gonna make him hate life even more.
Will you now?
Guiding bolt.
I'm interested to see how. Excellent. That's a
29,
29 will hit.
and it's
Roll
at
your
8th
damage.
level.
Roll your damage, please.
Cool. It's at
What
8th
level?
8.
Oof.
Damn.
Okay. 8th level. Guiding bolt. Love it.
That is 29.
That was garbage. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that was-
3 1.
3 ones.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Oh well, 27 altogether.
Hey, it's
As you draw forth the radiance of the flames of the phoenix, the warmth that would draw from them, you channel its light into the guiding bolt, and as it strikes the blood tyrant, his gaze turns to you. It did not do as much damage as you expected.
Hold on 1 second. Just wanted to check. I'm just checking something out real quickly, my good sir. Well, if that is the case... Going to move up 2 feet and just go. Oh, come on then. Have an eyeball fucking day. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
He realizes we're in a level 17 boss fight, right?
Meh.
Next turn is Splash.
I don't know if that came through, but I cracked my knuckles.
You did you?
It did.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I have no reason to think anything else. We're gonna punch him a bunch.
Now here's the question. He was just hit by a guiding bolt. Do we have advantage now?
You have advantage
Advantage on the first strike.
on the first one, so this
Have
will go to Splash.
fun!
This will go to Splash.
So, 30.
30 will hit. Check. 1.
10.
Are you?
Go. We'll go for a second.
Okay. Second.
That is
30. 31 again. Okay.
Technically a 33.
Yeah, I forgot about the static bonus.
We'll
For a
do the
moment,
empowering art
33.
this time. So that is 14. I need to adjust the numbers, but it's 14.
Okay.
3. 19.
19 will not hit.
Unfortunate. Flurry of blows. Unfortunate. I would have liked the advantage there.
Low severity. You just missed.
Okay, good. Jeez, that really bit me in the end. Wow. That's a 5, a 1, and a 3 in a row. Ugh. So, unfortunately, seeing as how the ground is giving way and missing pretty badly, he is going to flip on back into the center. He's going to move over here. He's going to move over here. And he's just going to go, "I don't like this. There's something amiss here." That's my turn.
To select here, give me just a second. Aurora, while I'm doing this, it is your turn.
So, these weird gooey things, the Resident Evil 7 mold is going for Anton, right?
They are making direct contact with him. Yes.
Cool, we'll fix that. Also, at the start of my turn, the
Incapacitation drops.
Incapacitation drops, yes. I am going to start by... I need to check one thing real quick. Okay. So, bonus action, I am going to give a Bardic Inspiration to Verena. And I am going to go over to Anton, and Aurora's going to kind of floating around him, kind of do like that thinking facing, And then she kind of snaps her fingers like, Eureka! Bye, Anton.
Okay. You can specify a target destination in general terms.
Yes. I am going to send him to the Feywild, because I know that shit, that's my shit. But right now, my main concern is getting him out, because I don't like that.
Okay. As you kind of press onto Anton's physical form, that's what. Well, that's again. So has to make a willing creature. An unwilling creature has to make a save, correct?
If he is unwilling, which I don't know how that works, considering he's currently unconscious.
That is a very good question, because he can't be
Anton,
willing...
yes, Anton is unconscious. Smile.
If he were dreaming, what would his choice be in his dream? Is how I would think about it.
True. Tart, I need you to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
A D20.
Curiosity's sake.
That's a 13.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
Anton will be sent to the Feywild per the details of your spell.
Cool. All right. With that, I'm going to. I would have been on ground level for that, so that would have been 20 feet total. So I'm gonna just use 10 more feet to go back up. He should still be within 30 feet of me, Mr. the Goon, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Marcus.
Well, second verse, same as the verse. Let's keep it simple for now. I'm gonna use my action to attack, and we're probably gonna end up spending at least one superiority die on one of these.
You have Bardic too, if you need it.
22 we know hits. That is going to be 10 magical slashing and 4 radiant. Attack the
Okay.
second, 17. We're going to roll the Bardic Inspiration die on that.
Cool.
That is
Whatever you roll on your Bardic Inspiration, +4.
Well, then I can't possibly miss, because it's going to be a minimum of a 22 again.
Okay.
That's
so
a
that's
cool
gonna be-
ability, by the way.
It is a
I
very
like
cool
that.
ability.
11 magical slashing and 8 radiant damage. And attack the third is another 17. I'm going to spend a superiority die for a precision attack. I can use a superiority die to add it to the hit roll after making the roll, but before any effects are applied. So, one superiority die down. We will add a d10 to this for a total of 26, which will hit for another 10 magical slashing and 1 radiant. So the total magical slashing is 31, and the total radiant is 13.
Okay.
I love Battlemaster so fucking much, dude.
And then I don't have anything I want to use a bonus action on. So that's going to be Marcus's entire turn.
All right, Verena. Verena with Rockman on deck. Another booming blade.
Let's go. It's disgusting.
+17 to hit, rolling inspiration.
Okay, you get +3. Which should make that
I mean,
hit.
that's guaranteed hit.
20 will hit.
Because of flanking, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And another... It doesn't say that stacked, and I didn't... As upkeep, I did not... So it's gonna just stay there.
Yeah, it's until the start of
Verena's turn.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll look it up to see if it stacks, because now I'm curious.
Well, I mean, it would end at the start of the turn before the next attack hits anyway.
So
Yeah, they
Verena,
just reset it.
in tandem with your hex and your booming blade as it meets this blood tyrant, how do you want to strike him down?
Oh.
Hmm.
That's sus.
Due to the pre-match interference, match has been canceled.
No.
That was me waiting for phase 2.
He forgot, but I didn't.
I'm ready for this now.
Can I make a quick above game
Verena strikes true with her long sword as the sound of metal against metal rings through the room.
Okay. As the sound of metal strikes into this Archon's chest, it sends a ripple through this entire realm, and you guys kind of see the tendrils begin to move in quicker succession for a moment as the effect passes through them. The eyes of this Archon go dark for a moment. Only a moment. Gaia, what did you want to resolve first?
It was just going to be really quick if I could ask a brief, slightly metagame. Get me into the fucking air.
Got you, bro.
That is it.
I'm a small creature. I can't do that.
I got you. I got you on my next turn.
That's it. Just a simple request. Get me in the air.
As his eyes come back to life, there is a rage, a hatred, of desire not to bring order, but to attempt to correct that which he views as wrong, as a torrent of these shadows rush back into his body, and he stands before you once more. God, I fucking love mythic action.
Ah, he's one of those.
Concern.
Nods cluelessly.
I'll DM you a while.
I will share with you all the condition.
Phase 2, gamers.
I need to
Bring it
I
on.
need to have this in here. Not handout.
Hold on.
For all of your observation in here. In resources, you will find the context of his mythic action, of his initial mythic action trigger. The particular action will remain my little secret for the time being.
Don't think it's gonna be for long, guys.
All right. Strike that ended phase 1. For brevity and not having to recalculate initiative, we continue. Verena, do you have anything else you want to do on this turn as he rises to his... as he turns his attention now to you?
Pass.
Okay. Rockman, you witnessed what you thought was a finishing blow. However, it was no-sold.
Wait, I just realized. My elemental didn't even attack last turn, did it?
No.
No, you did not
Whoops.
have an attack last turn.
Does it take? It doesn't take an action, does it?
It follows your turn in
Usually-
initiative. It should have its own stat block that I probably need to share with you. One moment.
Well, I have the stat. I have the stats. It's just.
Yeah.
According
have-
to the spell, it follows your commands that are given verbally, no action required. Otherwise, it will take the dodge action.
You should
That's
have
what I wanted to double check.
you should have access to the in-engine copy that I have from Tasha's. It's in the compendium, close to the top.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna start flying. Bonus action.
Writhing Tide, okay.
Okay, so wait, how does combined movement work? Can I like move over with my walking speed and then fly 10 over?
Yeah.
So I could go here.
Yes.
If Mark is flanking. I think it's time to start swinging.
Interesting.
Smack. I don't smack. Oh, why?
Track.
Well, I swing
Hold
again
on.
because I have extra attack.
Wrong music. Okay, so the 21 is going to hit. The 13 I'm rolling severity for. Low severity. 11 points of question. That's Shillelagh. Does that make your attacks with that weapon considered magical?
Yes, I believe so.
Dope.
I will double check. It becomes magical. Weapon
Okay.
also becomes magical, so yeah.
Dope. All right, that hit. Good stuff.
Bonus action, 2 attacks. And I will have Minoru attack twice. Hopefully you have better. Oh, I just rolled damage. I didn't know you
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah, pretty dope. 15 will, 17 will not hit.
He has 2 attacks, luckily.
17 will not hit either.
Oh,
As-
what the? Come on!
As it flings itself at the Archon, after your hit having struck true, it is not able to find purchase through the layers of jagged armor, and the rocks that he is made of begin to break upon the metal for a moment before returning to its form.
We're just getting warmed up. And that will be our turns.
Excellent.
Jake's like, finally, dude.
All right, let's get to actually having some of its turn.
Jake's like, I finally get to use my boss, bro. What the fuck?
Takes notes on high-level boss encounter for no reason.
Oh, it's great. It is time. The Fallen Archon is going to make 1 weapon attack and 1 spell cast. As its maul, the Shatterer of Broken Promises, turns on Verena, the being who dealt the quote unquote finishing blow earlier. Wow, Roll20. Thanks for making me roll severity on my own monster.
Ba-da, ba-da, ba.
Cack.
Damn, get fucked.
Orange dice are going in dice jail.
Get fucked!
You're on timeout.
They are. Really? Yeah. It's doing. Yeah, it's going to really burn that then. As you engage in a duel with it on the edge of this platform, Verena, you're able to thrust up your blade and you break the back half of his maul. That is going to give him a malice to hits with that weapon for the remainder of the
Broken
fight.
Promises.
Yeah.
A malice.
A maul. Jesus. God. Yeah. A malice. Yes.
Multiversal wrestling.
Malice.
Yes, it's pronounced the same way. There's gonna be I've modified the formula on his sheet. He now attempts to strike with that hammer will now no longer be as effective. However, he is going to do something else. He is going to see his seething the damage to his hammer. He is going to speak out. Enough! And I need everyone to make a charisma save.
Boy.
You shouldn't have.
Within...
That's 28.
Aurora will save.
Good luck, y'all.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Yeah, you probably ought to.
Yes.
Charisma save, you said?
I
Correct.
took all the good luck
23.
for
23
Goodbye.
reroll.
Indomitable.
Oh,
Top 20.
okay.
I'd like to use inspiration.
Understandable. You guys had a pool of what, 4 or 5 at the start of this? Keep a track on that, please.
Oh, I
We've used
thought
them
I
all.
just had inspiration.
Okay, Sen, I am holding.
That's a 15.
Okay.
my tag team partner rolled double my roll.
Oof.
Okay.
Wait. Something percent.
Does a 15 succeed? No. It will not. The spell save is... The DC is 18. Oh, Indomitable. Okay. Or, unfortunate that. All right, I need hit point totals from is everyone under 50 hit points?
Nope.
Negative.
God, I hope not.
Nope.
Not even my tag partner.
Tart, what's Tart?
No.
Are you at or below? Okay, didn't
No.
hear from you. Just checking.
I don't think anybody during this fight has taken damage.
Yeah, y'all have been ganking him.
Get fucked, idiot.
Okay, start of the round. Really can't wait for the start of the next fucking round.
Me neither.
Yeah, none of you will be subject to the effect of the divine word.
Yay!
What was the word of the good lord?
The word of this fallen celestial is enough. That's what. Unfortunately, that is not great.
It wasn't
Because-
enough.
It was not enough. True. Round 3. All of you are going to hear, resonating throughout this space. If you deign to send a puppet from me, perhaps I should reveal myself properly.
Oh,
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
You said that was divine word?
Correct.
Okay. That's an important thing. Verena failed that save, yes?
Verena failed that save. Verena's
Verena's gone.
Rockman.
What?
No.
Divine word. With regardless of your hit point total, if you are I forget what it is.
Oh,
if you're
shit.
Fae or
That's
Fae, Celestial, and I think Fiend, you're banished to your original plane.
But- But they were altered to be Fae. This is their original plane.
You are expelled.
The
Yeah.
creature type is
This is
also
confusing.
humanoid. We're not
Yeah.
like I'm not a
humanoid-
celestial. I'm a humanoid. Hexbloods aren't Fae. They're humanoids.
Hexblood and fairies are Fae.
Hexbloods are Fae?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
next one-
I? Well, if that's the case, would I be able to get a divine intervention on this to help
Well,
prevent it?
again, this is her home plane.
Yeah.
Ædos would be considered her own plane despite the Fae touch. Aurora, however,
I passed the save, so I'm
you
good.
passed the save.
Yes.
Okay.
If I had failed the save,
Yeah.
though, I'd be
Oh,
gone.
okay. Okay, fine. Then we're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Verena's home plane is Ædos. Verena, you are shunted for a moment as you feel some part of you trying to pull you back. If you want try for that divine intervention. Now is the time, Virgil.
Fuck it. Divine intervention. What do I need to roll?
D100. If you make 17 or if it's 1 to 17, there will be something.
Nah, there wasn't a chance in hell with that kind of number.
85.
That's why
There
divine
was a-
intervention is stupid and we hate it.
There was like a 17%
Frost.
chance.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Barovia,
Oh no.
Ah.
Ba-da-da-dum-ba-dum. Anyway. So, with the effects of the divine word, Verena, you are shunted back into the room you were in previously. As in physical space, you see the chamber. However, the crystal now is starting to turn into this sort of reddish hue as these tendrils of energy have begun kind of latching onto it. I will at the next round we will resolve what might be able to continue. I will keep your place in initiative because we'll have fun. Actually, it'll resolve on your turn. Virgil.
You keep. Well, looking at this, seeing that his request for help did not go through, Virgil's going to go on the offensive.
Okay.
We'll downcast. So we'll cease the casting of Beacon of Hope. And we'll go call Lightning. And I will go for that as 7th level.
At 7th level,
It'll be 7d10 lightning damage.
7d10 spell
And he has
DC.
spell DC is 22.
And that is a what? Dex save?
Dexterity save.
15 will not cut it.
Cool. Let me roll this because there's something I'm also going to be adding onto that. Give me just 1 second. Why are you not rolling? Oh, there we go. So, I'm going to give you this heads up right now, if that's alright with you, Jake.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Just taking a look. Where is it? Mingle the wind. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look at where it's at. There it is. I'm going to use the Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath to deal maximum damage instead of rolling.
And so that's 7d10 for 70 points of lightning damage.
70 points of lightning damage, and on top of that... oh, please disregard that. I did not mean to click that one. Thunderbolt Strike. When you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, I'm assuming he's a large creature, yes?
He is a large creature, yes.
He's also getting pushed up to 10 feet away from me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now my next question is, does that trigger the booming blade?
Willing.
Has
Willing
to-
movement.
moving.
Okay. Okay, 10 feet away from you.
And 70 lightning damage altogether, so...
Okay. As the thunderbolt scorches the... Now you can start to see infernal metal that the shadows have coalesced into. There is a rage that is burning in his eyes, and he has now directed it towards you.
I'll respond back in Celestial. Get the hell out of my reality. And that's all I'm going to do, for I do not have... Actually, has anyone taken damage this turn? Yeah, no, I can't. That's it.
Okay. Splash.
Where are you going?
Nowhere, it would seem.
I believe I requested to punch you a shitload of times, and I would like to continue doing so.
Aurora, you will be on deck.
Yes.
21.
Okay, 21 to hit. It will. So
Oh,
for-
I see. I've been calculating less. Okay, so 15. Calculation is correct. Con save.
Sorry, bumped my desk. Don't know if that came through. Okay. With his modifier, that's a... With his modifier, that's a 29.
Yeah, that's fine. Going again. 20.
20 will hit. Just barely.
8 force. Another con save.
$21.
Another attack. 23 or 25.
Yes, damage, please.
10. Give me another con save.
Okay. Minus what? Another con. 18. What's your-
You fail.
What's your DC? He is stunned now?
19. He is stunned.
Oh. Oh no.
You're right fucked, buddy.
Hmm.
And I still got a flurry of blows, baby.
Machine gun chops.
Yep.
So that is a 27 and a 30
Yes, they both hit.
for an extra 25 damage.
Gross. Disgusting.
And because I don't like hanging out over the abyss, I'm gonna move over back here.
Understandable.
That's my turn.
Aurora.
Okay.
I hate to break this to you,
Yes.
but before your turn, there is something that happened.
Okay.
The tendrils that were lancing towards Anton's physical body begin to coalesce. And you see them ignite with a green flame. This flame grows into the size of an individual. And someone steps through.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The condition was met. Anton was brought into the Argent Fane Sanctum and shifted into Moran's realm.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
I don't get it.
The effects that would have overtaken any one of you had you taken that necrotic damage. You would have been cursed. And you would have likely ended up as this individual rather than Anton.
So did Greater Restoration just not do anything?
Or
The curse
plane
can only be dispelled by a wish.
Cool.
The plane shift was addressed at the top of the round. That voice did not come from the Archon.
Ah.
It is now the aspect first turn. Aurora, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as he... Actually, no, you wouldn't be facing him. So I need to do this first. Does a 23 hit you?
A 23? Yes.
Okay.
With my AC of 12.
Yes. Dope. Thank you. You are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and
Okay.
1 point of necrotic
Okay.
as this green mace apparates into his hand and he strikes at you.
Okay.
Let's get our music back, shall we? No. I don't need to.
Actually, this kind of fits.
Yeah. I agree. Second hit. That's a 13.
That'll
You said
hit.
your AC was 12?
Correct.
10 points of bludgeoning again.
Okay.
And 7 points of necrotic damage.
So what, 17 total?
17 total from that second hit.
Cool.
After this, I need you to make a wisdom save. After the second attack.
Wisdom save. As an 11. I'm going to burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Cool, even worse. A 9.
Oh,
You are forced to bow in deference to the aspect of Moran, the first law.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not a charm. It might. It does not specify that the creature is charmed
Okay.
in this effect.
Okay. So what does that mean? Am I prone?
No, you are forced to bow in deference. You will not be prone. Until the start of the aspect's next turn, you cannot take actions or reactions, and your speed is 0.
Cool. Go to Marcus then.
Okay. Marcus. This being has stepped forward from tendrils of green flame and black ichor.
Is it on ground level?
It is. It's thanks to its large size that it was able to hit. That it was able to hit Aurora.
Wait, that's a good
Alright.
question. How tall is he?
In the form that you can see that's most apparent, besides, the apparition that appears
How tall
alongside
is he?
him, this individual, 15 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
He's lanky as a motherfucker, though.
Okay.
Alright, for the first attack, well, for my action, we are going to Radiant Consumption, to let all that shit go. Then we are going to use my first action surge to move in, and then begin attacking. First things first, before we actually do that attack, though, we are going to use a... That's when you hit... yeah, so... yeah. We are going to spend a superiority dice for fainting attack. This is going to give me advantage on my next attack roll against the target, which is the apparition, and add the superiority die to the damage roll.
Okay.
So, first attack with advantage from the Crystal Blade is a soft 20.
That hits.
Alright, that is going to be 7 from the superiority dice, plus 13 magical slashing, plus 8 radiant. In addition, I forgot to click it, but because I'm under radiant consumption and I hit him, that's going to also be an additional 17 radiant damage.
Okay. 17 radiant.
And 20 magical slashing. So total 25 radiant, 20 magical slashing, and then the next attack comes in.
Okay, and then the 13 and 7 for 20. Dope.
Yep. Next attack is a 29. Whenever I hit this one, we're going to spend an additional superiority die to make a goading attack. So whenever I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I spend the superiority die to attempt to goad him. I add the superiority die to the damage roll, and the target has to make a wisdom save. So for the damage roll is going to be 14 magical slashing, and then a wisdom save at difficulty class 19.
The aspect is going to burn its legendary resistance to automatically pass.
Alright, it does not have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than myself. Third attack, Glaive. That is an 18 to hit. No, it's not. It's a 17. Advantage was still toggled on.
17 will not hit as your glaive meets the meets this mace that is emanating a sickening green radiance.
Okay, I have used my action and my bonus action. At the end of my turn, Radiant Consumption will deal... Radiant damage equal to half of my level rounded up, which is 9 to each creature within 10 feet of me, including myself. So I will take 5 as I am resistant to my own radiant damage.
Okay. As the radiance of your own flames lap at this individual of your consumption, you notice that this being is not entirely fully damaged as you would expect from any of the radiance of your attacks. Considering how many went off, I'll give you that much.
Very well, Miron. Let us see what you can do now.
And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. On Verina's turn, in the heart of the Argent Fane, the crystals rest before you as it is being slowly corrupted, for lack of a better term. What would you like to do, Verena?
I have no idea what I can do. Above game.
Would you like a suggestion? I can offer one if the DM is willing.
I have something. If I will defer to your judgment after here, depending on if I like it, I'll hear it out.
So you have a crystal there that is slowly being corrupted. I played Diablo 2. I know what happens at the end of Act 5. But alternatively, you could see if maybe an Arcana check could give you a clue on what the hell is happening and if that step needs to be taken.
I will let this resolve as a free action. You are out of the confines and the heat of combat.
Pretend I don't know what that step is.
Smash you. But Arcana first to see if that's right.
You see 31. You see for a moment as the crystal begins to like kind of, this energy is seeping into it from around. You notice some of the crystals in this that have broken into this room. They are the source. They're feeding into it. Disrupting them might have unintended consequences. Well, or intended, in this case. Destroying them would likely have effect on what's going on inside, or in the other plane. Oh, I know what. Got?
I am going to start trying to destroy the invading crystals. Verena isn't completely sure what they are. Few would given their unearthly origins, but it doesn't take a genius to tell they are involved. D with what is happening.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit with your weapon or spell. 19 hits. In a moment with your blade, despite the nature of the crystals, the sword cuts right into them, and they begin to crack. The crystals breaking apart and like almost warping in on themselves as disrupted by the magics. You can use any more attacks that you would have on your regular turn to destroy as many of these as you can. Ooh. Cantrips. Let's go. Okay, so that was your bonus action. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. 12 points of slashing. The second one. I'll bring back the other map here because I have it on my GM layer for reference. Because these two scenes are kind of playing out in parallel. You destroy the first. You move to the growth of the second, and in it, with another swift strike, the energies from this one here cease to be. What the rest of you see inside this dimension is incredible. These pink clusters of crystals that have been hallmarks of this inside this realm begin shattering. Their essence is feeding into this creature. No, not feeding into it. Hurting it. Every ounce of damage done to these crystals is also being dealt to the Archon that brought them try to corrupt this place. With these crystals suddenly surging and shattering in places. I'm sure I'm on the right layer as I ping them. This cluster shatters, and instantly all of the shards begin to begin to run through this Archon. When this one breaks, they all force themselves into its being. And now, truly, the Archon stands dead, impaled by all of these crystalline formations.
Oh.
I need to overlay this map once again. Just a second. Lay it over the center. No one's going to... Oh my god, no one's going to take force damage from this.
Oh.
Ho ho!
All of you are shunted back onto the material plane, back into the heart of the Argent Fane. As these crystals begin more and more, after the two that were shattered, they all begin to break apart and dissipate, and the light that beams forth from this central crystal, that same cold radiance from that you saw in the traps earlier, Marcus and Rockman, begins to erase, eradicate, purge this entire darkness from the Argent Fane. And though you cannot see it from underground, the individual responsible for opening the great tear in the sky above Orain, with the loss of his will, reality returns to normal. The tear closes. The sun in this late day shines upon the city of Orain. And the lot of you have defeated Zacchaeus Caramir, the anchor of Moran.
Let's fucking go, guys!
Woohoo!
We live, bitch!
Well done, all of you. I will say, the crystals were part of the mechanic. If you had damaged those in this realm, in the pseudo Argent Fane that was made, they would have done double damage to the Archon.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So, I guess, is his buddy gone? Like the Archon guy's dead. What about the dude that was still
The
here?
aspect,
Yeah.
unable to escape his realm without an anchor. The aspect of Moran is trapped within his realm.
Oh, excellent. Ah. Teleporting back in place as seemingly the monster just kind of imploded and was slain by these crystal shards. Splash looks around and he spots sorry. And he spots the destroyed crystals at the
There
foot of
is little to no physical remnant of them after.
Oh. Then he'll
There
look
is
over. Go ahead.
UCG.
Then he looks to having returned and sees Verena. Ugh. Did we win? What happened to you? Where are we?
It takes a moment for
I
every...
don't know. We are home and I attacked a rock. Any other questions?
Only one. Fairy, where did you send Anton?
Oh, I sent him to the Feywild. The crystals
Are
were trying to
you
get at him, so I sent him away.
I
You're
mean,
going to take me to him. I will ensure that he makes it home safe.
She'll just kind of shrug. Okay. That will suit. If that will make you feel better.
wait, the sky. And Splash kind of realized that the whole point of this, he's gonna start dashing out.
Okay. You all, if any of you follow an exit towards the entrance of the Argent Fane, you all see the sunlight above. Sky is whole. And someone walks up to you. Weary, battle-worn, with a handful more of scars than you had before you last saw him. What? What happened to all of you? You were gone for... We haven't heard anything for weeks.
Weeks? We've been gone for weeks? Felt like just mere moments. We were in combat with, I suppose, leader of this whole debacle. He took us into an entirely different plane, and I guess we were gone for all that time, and we were fighting, and I think we succeeded. Did we succeed? I hope we succeeded.
It looks
The
like
thing-
one.
The Sanguelian, we broke the siege not even a day ago. The Sanguelian forces have been, for the most part, put to the sword, aside from a handful of people that fled. Wait. Where is Anton?
Where Aurora once stood, now lays Anton. Aurora is nowhere to be found.
There? Wait, where is Aurora?
A perception check?
Possibly. Perception checks.
Sure.
I know where.
Arcana.
Arcana will also apply.
25?
25.
If I may, anyone who fucking wants to, roll an insight check.
Yeah, that's also applicable.
Sure, I'll insight. Well, I have the same score for perception and insight, so if it's okay, I'll just keep the 25.
Oh,
Marcus.
Whoa.
I want to see if I somehow roll higher with a lower bonus. No.
Oh, two natural ones. Okay.
Bro, we're on the same wavelength.
Aurora heard that she was gone for weeks and she fucking left.
No stranger to temporal timey-wimey shit.
It was the equivalent. It's the equivalent of a fucking senator just taking a vacay for a few weeks and not telling anyone and being like, "Oh fuck, she's gone."
So
Well,
Jake,
then.
there is no body of Anton, is there?
No, she sent Anton back.
There
Unless
was
he's
no
dead.
there was no body of Anton to return.
Ah, I see.
Then it is as I feared. Well, it seems I already have my next quest.
I am just glad to see the sun back once more instead of that haunting visage.
In lieu of the rift over Orain, all of you now see this golden mid-afternoon sun. And I know it says chapter 2. As we fade away into that, that is where we end this session
This 3-day session.
Yeah.
and this adventure.
As we close out, Splash looks like, yes, sky does always look better with just a splash of sun.
Shut the fuck up.
I never got to make
Comedy
jokes
Jones
with
over
him, and he's
here.
such a jokey character. Let me have this.
Yeah, got time to laugh.
There will be epilogues to this. I will ask you guys to write epilogues for your characters that survived. We do not have the time to do them tonight, Tart. You will take it away with the functions of the stream. I'm going to step away to bio.
Fair enough.
Outros. Hi, I'm Tart. I do D&D. I do variety games. Tomorrow, twitch.tv/TrashKingRisen, unless I decide not to show up. Wiley.
Hello, I am XWileyWilly. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at XWileyWilly. Play randomizers and roguelikes. Last night I played Immortal Redneck, and boy, that is a fun-ass game. Shooters and randomization.
I fucking love that game! Dude, I've never
Fucking-
met anyone who's played that
Oh.
fucking game. That game's so fucking good.
It is. I've known about this game for years, but I only now just played it. It's so fun.
Oh, Jesus
Main character
Christ.
is a trip. Oh, but yes, I look forward to playing more of that. But when I'm not playing games, I occasionally make music. Sometimes, very rarely, apparently, which goes up on my YouTube channel at Wiley Willy. And I have a Ko-Fi where, if people feel so inclined to support my endeavors, because YouTube won't. YouTube will never support the small guys. Yeah, that's about it. CG, where can we not find you?
Hello, I'm the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on various Good Beans D&D channels such as twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, where we have our Strixhaven campaign Saved by the Spell. We are off this week, but we will be back next Saturday. Feel free to tune in and figure out, more shenanigans with the crew. Pets are involved, and mysterious background organizations are also involved. So, yay, fun times. I'm also part of this channel for a few more D&D shenanigans, particularly on Sunday where we've got War of the Shattered Sun, where shit's going down, like hardcore going down. Feel free to turn in to see how many people are probably going to die. Answer, probably a lot. That's it for me, Gaia.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at GaiaGreen3 until that shit show finally circles the drain for its final time. And you can follow me at twitch.tv/GaiaGreen, where I might stream like once a year at this point, based on how shit's been going. But that one stream a year hasn't happened yet for 2023, so hey, keep fucking eyes on the spaces, I suppose. At which point, Sen, have you got your little spiel ready to go off?
Sensuna84. I can be found at twitch.tv/Sensuna84. I think I caused a time paradox. We will see how this goes.
Snake, you've caused a time paradox.
If anyone caused a time paradox, it was probably Aurora with what happened to Anton.
This time of year.
Whoops.
Because
No,
I'll remind.
I kinda did in my own right just now.
Oh,
Wait. There will be explanations to be had after the session, and I will be making sure that we have text posts. Yeah. To that end. Yeah, time. So there's a lot to unravel for that. Who else do we have to shill for the nightlies?
J Frost, who was not here.
Yes. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, J Frost had to dip. It's really rough since we were so close to the end. The wind condition was killing. I'll say this right now: the wind condition was killing the anchor, was killing the Archon. Well, the humanoid turned Archon, who was the one to try to complete the ritual. Destroying the additional like conduits of the ritual, which were what the crystals served as. Again, dealt double damage to him.
Ooh. Chunky.
So, yes. Very, very important, but probably not as much of a time paradox as we think. At least on Aurora's part. Well, we'll get to more of that explanation later. You can find JFrost over on twitch.tv/JFrost747. He streams Fortnite, variety games, and a lot of other fun stuff. Go check him out. Who else does that leave?
You.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Oh. You can. Hi everyone. I'm the internet's own Jake. You can find me right here. You can find me right here on every other Tuesday, and occasionally, probably not as much on Sunday evenings from going forward, due to my involvement in other D&D games. But you will always be able to find me on various Mondays around 7 Central on my own channel, twitch.tv/LeJake. That's all I got.
Well then, who shall we raid into?
I am currently looking. It looks like Shoulder Personality is still going. That seems as good of a target as any.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone else.
I concur. Other than that, I mean, Connor looks like he's doing some kind of Digimon something.
I'm a sucker for Digimon, but I think I'd rather link D&D into D&D.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Mm.
Everyone go show them some love. Let them know who sent you.
Accost Milla for dragging those motherfuckers through this jungle.
Yes. Tell Milla he's stinky. But we love you all, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Bye.